Hi, boys and girls. I am going to show you how to use a new website today for your character trait activity. So just like we did for Franklin and our inside character traits and outside character traits, I'd like you to try that for your own story. Now, if you have a book at home, you're more than welcome to use that, even like I did, a picture book, because what I want you practicing is looking for both character traits that we can see or physical character traits, so something on the outside. I have brown hair, blue eyes, something that you can see just by looking. Or there are other character traits which are our personality traits, things that a character would say or do or feel. So I'm going to show you a website. I am able to share my screen with you in just a second. And I'm going to show you the website MyOn. It's the same website that you used going from first grade to second grade over the summer. I have many of you that I can see already logged in. Some of you who did reviews for books. And so I did ask Grant if I could, or Grant's mom, if I could do this. So I'm going to use Grant's login so I can show you what it looks like as a student. Each of you will get a username and a password. So when you get to your website, it has a lot of different things. If you have been reading, it's going to show you your progress, okay? So this is, it has a goal set for you for 20 minutes a day. You can log your books, and there are books for you to read right here on the website. It also has an option for the story to be read to you. So I'm going to show you, if we go up here to library, click on library, we can do recommended books, browse, my list, or search. We're going to go to browse, which is the second choice. And it's going to show you that there are over 6,000 books for you to choose from. If I scroll down, there are 10 different categories: about me, animals, genres, hobbies and how-to, language arts, math fun, scary and gross, science, social studies, sports, and vehicles. So many of the books are really great choices. Some of the books that I think you would find to be like books you would have on my shelf in the classroom would be under genres, because it allows you to pick things like adventure books, chapter books, classics and literature, fairy tales, favorite characters, historical fiction, picture books, just like I read Franklin, readers, these would be leveled books, scary stories, and science fiction. So any of these, you can pick a category. This was science fiction. Okay, I might look through and I think, oh, wow, Night of the Homework Zombies. Wow, maybe I want to read that. If I don't like any stories that I see here, I can click back to genres. And then I decide, you know what, I really want to go check out the chapter books. And it does take a little bit of time to look through all of our different options. Okay, these are all chapter books. Okay, since this is just a one-day project, I might choose something else. I might say, okay, I think I just want a picture book. I'm just going to read a story this time that has some great characters in it. So I could go to picture book, look through, see if any characters really pop out to me. And I think I'll do this one. Too short for the court. Now, as you can see, if I scroll my mouse over any of the books, it's going to give you 4 options. Okay, so it goes right away. So you can't really put your mouse over the book until you really want to choose that one. Read, info, add, AR. So if you want to just go straight to reading, you can click this. The info button is going to tell you a little bit about the story. So Morgan feels like she's too short to be good at basketball, but all that changes when her friend Alex helps her practice. So I think, oh, wow, I do really want to read that. So I would click on read, and it's going to load our story. Okay, and click Start the Book. And here is where you are able to click through. This is a graphic novel. I can have the story read to me by pressing, this is for volume, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit in case it's really loud. And I can press. Okay, so two ways for you to do this. You can read to yourself, you can read with the reader, or you can just listen. Okay, so I'm going to pause there for a second because I already feel like I could start filling out my chart. Okay, so that was how you find a book on MyOn. I'm going to go back to the home page and quickly review. So once we log in, it's going to bring this up. It's going to show you the last book that you opened. So for Grant, he's going to see Too Short for the Court. If I want to find a story, again, I go to Library, Browse. This is where I can pick what the book is going to be about. So I went into different genres. Then to find the story that I picked on Grant's page, I went to picture books, but you can take your time and look through all of the different stories. One last thing I wanted to show you, and I can do it under chapter books, and I'll just pick the first one. If you press this red add with the heart, it's going to add it to your list. So if you happen to see something that you wanted to come back to another time, I could add it to the list. Now, I'm going to do this for Grant, and he can always take it off, but I know he likes kind of scary mystery stories. So I'm going to add the picture of Dorian Gray. I'm going to add that to his list. And then if he came back onto his page, he could see that he has one book on his list, and maybe he wants to come back to that another day. Okay, so really you're looking at the library button, then browse, and that's where you're going to find all the different books down here. Okay, so I will go back to me for just a second. That is how you use the website MyOn, MYON. You are going to pick a book either at your house or on the website, and you're going to fill in a character trait graphic organizer for a character in the story that you pick. So since we're all going to be reading different stories, what I'd like for you to do is write which book you read and then start filling in the inside and the outside. Okay, so that when I see it, I'll be able to go back to either a book that I see on MyOn, or maybe I can look up the book that you read about their character traits. So good luck and have fun, and I hope you have fun exploring the MyOn website.